Hey guys, so today's video is going to be all about this hair. It is a review. It's my 5-month review on the H&J hair products hair that I got off of AliExpress. I got it about 5 months ago, and this is just going to be a full detailed review on any little thing you would want to know about this hair. So if you guys want to know all about this hair, then stay tuned. Okay, so I wrote down like a whole little list of questions that I would want to know if I were to purchase hair. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is this is Peruvian big curl hair. It's virgin Peruvian big curl. I got the length 24, 20, 16, and a 12, and it was $190.20. There you go. So 4 bundles for under $200 I thought was pretty fantastic. But of course I was very nervous to order from AliExpress just because, you know, some people get on YouTube and it's like these terrible reviews, and then other people are saying it's so fantastic. So my first tip would be that you guys need to do your research. I did my research on this company, and you really need to do your research because a lot of times the first part is the same. Like H&J is the same, but there's a different ending. So the H&J that I purchased from, I will link down below, but it's H&J hair products, and it's linked to Queen hair products. And they're like one of the top hair places on AliExpress. But there's another one that's like the H&J Virgin Hair Factory or something like that, and they're giving out really crappy hair. So make sure if you guys are interested in this hair that I purchased, follow my link down below just so I can make sure you guys get to the right H&J, because there's a bunch of scam artists out there, and if you were to just type in H&J on AliExpress, you'd get a bunch of people. So make sure you just follow the link down below if that's the one you guys want to go to. I don't get anything for it or anything like that. I'm not affiliated with them. I purchased this hair myself. I just want to make sure you guys get to the right shop because, again, AliExpress can be scary. There's a whole bunch of companies on there. So that being said, first thing, shipping. The shipping came so quickly. I ordered it on a Saturday and I received it on Thursday. So very quick shipping. It comes DHL. Each bundle comes in its own little plastic package. You guys have seen it before. It's the same thing. So that they had fantastic customer service. Any question I asked her, she answered really quickly. Her name is Anne, and she just answers all your questions so quickly, and she'll personalize your bundles and everything for you. Just like you can email her or contact her on AliExpress and just say like, I want this length, and this length. What's the price? She'll price check it for you, and then she'll give you a link if you want to purchase it. Or you can just be price checking, because I did that. I price checked with a bunch of different companies, and that's how I ended up with H&J. And I saw so many good reviews because there are a ton of reviews for this company on YouTube. But of course, some of them are for a different H&J, so just be careful when you're watching the reviews too. But the customer service was fantastic, and the shipping was great, so I was very happy with that. And then when I got the hair, it came beautifully out the pack. I washed it. I don't do co-washing because it's coming from a different country, okay? You don't know what could be on that hair. You don't know. So I washed with shampoo and then I conditioned it. That's my personal preference. I know a lot of people do the co-wash, but no. Sometimes you just need to be extra sanitary and shampoo it just in case. So I washed it and then I conditioned it. And the hair was just beautiful. The wave was gorgeous. Everything was fantastic. So when I first got this hair, I did actually cut the wefts and make tape-ins out of it. Now, I would not suggest cutting the wefts if you were actually going to wear this hair as a weave, or how I have it now, which is a U-part wig, because cutting the wefts I would think it would make it shed more. For me, it did make it shed a ton more, but that's because I cut up the weft into like 2-inch pieces for all 4 bundles. They were all cut up into like, 2-inch pieces to make my tape-ins. So for me personally, I did see some extra shedding, but I knew it wasn't the fault of the hair because I had cut the wefts, and it wasn't like a strand. It would be like a little cliplet of it. I don't know if you've ever seen hair like off of the weft, but it's like tight together at the top and then loose. It'd be like a little piece like that. So I knew it was from me. It wasn't just the hair shedding like crazy. So from the reviews I saw, the hair did not shed, and once I actually sealed the weft on each 2-inch piece, I went back through and I did this U-part wig and I sealed the weft, and I haven't gotten any shedding since then. And that's even after I cut the wefts. So the shedding would be minimal if anything. And if you seal your wefts, I doubt you'll get any shedding. I honestly don't think you would, especially if you weren't cutting them or anything like that. The next thing would be tangling and matting. I did not get any tangling nor any matting, not even back here at the back of the neck where everyone gets it. I didn't even get it. So That to me was really fantastic because even with some of the other virgin hair I have purchased, or even from like when I got Dior hair, I did get the little bit of matting, which is normal. I mean, that happens with hair extensions, but I didn't get it at all with this hair. So I thought that was just an awesome thing, especially because it's been hot out in Cali. We haven't really had like a winter going. We've had pretty hot heat, and I haven't seen any matting and tangling. None of that. The only time the hair does get tangled is when you have too much product in it. So I do suggest you're going to have to wash this hair at least once a week. The hair does not like a lot of product. But you know, I mean, the hair was cheap, so you can't complain. Plus, you shouldn't be putting that much product in extensions anyways because it weighs them down and kind of cuts the life of the extensions regardless. So the next thing, taking to dye. As you guys can see, I ombre it, so clearly it takes lovely to dye. But, again, this was a 24-inch, and you guys can see now it's falling at, like, side boob right there. So I did lose about 2 inches doing this ombre. I had to cut off 2 inches of my hair. So now it's about a 22-inch, my longest layer. Just because it did damage the ends. However, the thing with Peruvian hair is it is known to be more damage prone than any other hair. So it's easier to damage Peruvian hair than it would be to damage, say, Brazilian or Indian or Malaysian. I also was putting a ton of heat on this hair. So to me, this hair held up fantastically because I was putting a lot of heat on this hair. I would be curling it almost every day, every other day, whatever the case may be, whatever I felt like. I was putting heat on it all the time. So all those things are a big factor into it, and the blonde did start to break off, which is why I cut off those 2 inches just to have healthy ends and no split ends on it. And then I laid off the heat for a bit. And because this hair comes in a big wave texture, it looked beautiful before I lightened it. Now, once I lightened it and was doing all the heat damage on it, it did lose its wave. Now, it's kind of more of like a foomp, kind of. It's straight hair, but like with a smidgen of a wave. So it's not really a true wave to it like it came out of the pack. But it didn't lose that wave until I lightened it and was putting heat on it like every day to curl it and stuff. So if you were to lighten it, I don't think you'd lose the wave. However, if you're going to lighten it and then flat iron it and curl it like every single day like I was doing, because I literally curled my hair every day for like a month and a half. If you were going to do that to your hair, I do think you're going to have to clearly cut your ends like I did. And you're going to have to just deal with losing your wave because you damaged the hair and it lost its wave. Now, the wave in this hair is steam processed. So it is virgin hair in my book because I don't think a steam processing would make the hair unvirgin. However, the definition of virgin hair would be no processing, like that's the raw texture of the hair. But their hair does come steam processed, and they do say it on their website. So they're not trying to lie to you or hide it from you or anything of that factor. It's right there on the website. You can read it for yourself that the hair is steam processed into its curl. That's no big deal to me. The hair, I feel like when it came, it was thick, but it could have been thicker. For 4 bundles, I do think that it could have been quite a bit thicker. So if you are a very, very you like your hair thick and full and just heavy, I would suggest getting 4 or 5 bundles, especially if you're going to go past a 20-inch length. I do plan to repurchase this hair. I really want to purchase the Malaysian deep wave curly hair. And I want to get some longer lengths. I've never gone past a 24-inch, so I'm thinking about getting a 26 just to try it out. Because, you know, sometimes I will flat iron my curly hair and things like that, and I'm just going for a different look, no more ombre, you know, I want to go back to my dark hair, things like that. So I figured I would give it a shot and purchase a longer hair length. So I definitely am going to repurchase from them because this hair is fantastic. But like I said, there are a few little cons, but there's so many more pros that you just can't beat it, especially if you don't cut your wefts, because that was really my biggest problem is when it came time to sew it on a U-part wig, I felt like the hair had lost a lot of its bulk. But of course, since I cut the wefts, the hair is gonna shed more, and each weft was cut into 2-inch pieces. So clearly it's gonna shed more. So for me personally, that was a my bad, my fault kind of situation. And I did feel like it had lost a lot of its bulk. So up here I have some leftover Dior hair at the top, just like from the crown up is left over to your hair. So that's how I made it thicker and fuller. But again, if you did not cut your wefts, you should be fine. Your hair should not be losing all its bulk and all its weight. And if you're not going to bleach your ends and then heat damage the hair, you really shouldn't have to cut off your ends either. You should be able to retain that length and keep it going. But of course, when I repurchase from this company, I will give you a review on that hair because I'm not going to be putting as much lightener and things on it. It's going to kind of stay in its darker, natural texture that it comes out the bag in. So you guys would definitely get a review on that. The last thing is the hair does come in a color like 1B, but a lot of my bundles came in like a color 2. The darkest bundle was the 24-inch. So next time when I purchase, I am going to request that they send me darker bundles. I've seen a lot of people in their reviews saying that if you request for them to send you darker bundles, they will do their best to send it to you in darker bundles. So that might be something you guys want to think about if you don't really like when your hair comes in like a natural color too and stuff, because you have to dye it. Like I had to dye this hair black to get my correct ombre, and I just used some Revlon Color Silk, the regular box. But it's up to you. It's your preference. I'm just here to give you guys a good review and tell you all about this hair because I do like to spread out some information to you guys. Of course, that's why I'm here, and I want to help you guys out when it comes to shopping for you. So if you guys were thinking about purchasing from AliExpress, I would suggest this company. And again, I'm going to link them down below. I don't know nothing about any other companies, but I would suggest this one, and that's who I'm going to repurchase from. But of course, do your research. You can't just go off of my word because you never know what could happen when you get your hair. Whatever hair works for me may not work for you. So make sure you do all of your research and check everything out, and check the link down below for anything on this hair. I can do a hair care video if you guys want on how I took care of this hair and all those kinds of things. But for the most part, this hair was very, very easy to take care of. I didn't have to do much. I washed it and deep conditioned it once a week, and then I put like the Redken Diamond Oil and some like smoothing serum or smoothing cream on it, and that was about it. It didn't take that much maintenance. So if you guys want a video on how I took care of this hair, let me know down below and I will make you guys one, but it really wasn't a high maintenance kind of thing. And other than that, my camera is dying. I can like see it in the mirror. So I hope you guys are doing all right out there. Please make sure to comment, rate, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. They'll both be linked here, and there's also a link on my page and a link down below, so you can always find me on there. Any more questions, leave them down in the comments below. You guys know the whole rundown, the deal, so I'll see you guys later.